5 years ago this month that a young man set off on a hunting trip with a friend only to never come out of the woods. Ed Nichols was 22 years old when he went missing in Boone County.
With no real leads, this case went cold over the years, and Local 12's Catherine Robinson has been investigating the mystery and asking the question, what happened to Ed Nichols? Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning. That's what his family has been desperate to find out for nearly 5 decades now. With new information, there's renewed hope that the case could be solved, and Ed Nichols' family may finally get that answer.
In a season that often brings hope, Ed Nichols' family feels a painful reminder of loss.
I think about it every day. I think about him every day. I think about the situation every day.
Each Christmas marked by the member of their family still missing.
Just the not knowing that we just can't get past.
Haunted by the headlines, Sister Janice Kincaid and Peggy STRATMAN are determined to find out what happened to their baby brother on that cold December morning. And so are Boone County detectives. New clues in the case might crack it open, but first we have to go back to 1974.
He loved the outdoors. When he was younger, he played baseball, and I think there was an article written up in the paper where he had pitched a no-hitter.
His family recalls Ed the outdoorsman. Friend Vicky Scott remembers Eddie the jokester.
He had real curly hair, so I would cut his hair, and he would always make me take a pencil about that long and measure each piece of hair to make sure that I had the complete afro look going on.
Without a doubt,
This is my brother Ed.
he was loved.
He wasn't perfect. None of us are, but he was our brother.
And we loved him very much, yeah.
Ed set out from his parents' Florence home on the morning of December 3rd for a hunting trip with a friend.
There was the individual who went hunting with him that morning, and if his side of the story is true, when they got out of the car to go hunting, they both went in different directions, which isn't uncommon for a hunting trip, but usually you'll give a time when you'll meet back at the car. He simply didn't come back to the car.
Boone County cold case detective Coy Cox says it was deep in the woods near the Gallatin County line where Ed's friend claimed he last saw him.
You just knew something wasn't right.
In the days that followed, theories about what could have happened to Ed started to emerge.
Some people would say it was drug related. Some people said it was a hunting trip that went bad. Some people said he just strayed off on the farm and was eaten by wild boars. There were all kinds of stories.
Some thought Eddie didn't want to be found.
He just would not have done it. He was not that kind of person.
Detective Cox says there's no evidence that he ran away, but just the opposite.
There was no signs, no indication at all. As a matter of fact, he was so into his hunting and that kind of season that he was going to stay here in Kentucky no matter what.
The only thing that detectives could be sure about was that this was no accident. Ed Nichols was murdered.
We believe that it was foul play. We believe that it was a murder. We just need to find the body and figure out who did the murder.
Ed's sisters say their brother was beat up about a week before he went missing.
Right away, just gave us a bad feeling. Something wasn't right.
No suspect has been named, but Detective Cox says there are several. One of those, Ed's hunting partner.
I will say this, he went hunting with him and was the last one to see him alive, so that makes him a suspect.
A murder weapon still hasn't been found. Detectives say it could be a hunting rifle.
We believe that that is a great possibility.
Without revealing what it is, Cox says they have a theory on a motive, but what they need now is Ed.
If we could get the body, that would really be great. If we could find the site where the remains may be, that would really help in the case.
After all these years, that's what Ed's family and friends are after.
Hope for closure, you know, to one day put this to rest, put my brother to rest.
Yeah,
It breaks my heart. It really does. Even after all this time, it breaks my heart. You know, to have them never find anything, nothing, no clues, nothing. Somebody knows something.
There are a lot more questions to be answered before the case could be closed, but now, 45 years since Ed Nichols disappeared, there is new information that gives Detective Cox hope.
We'll be traveling to another state, interview someone who claims to be an eyewitness, and who has really valuable information. And we're going to see if that's true or not, and we'll go from there.
Ed would be 67 years old this Christmas season. It's easy to dream about what his life could have looked like. What's hard for Janice and Peggy is that their little brother never got to live it.
Every now and then I think, you know, he would have been married, he would have had children, he would have got to know all of his nieces and nephews, and, you know, we've got a big family. And, but one piece missing is like a missing puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's never complete.
And I also,
family, yeah.
I want to give a quick note. Photojournalist Mike Davison did an incredible job on this piece as well. But it's so heart-wrenching to even try to fathom what this family has been going through, the not knowing for 45 years. And that's kind of what the family was saying, friends and detectives. They think that there are people in this tri-state that know something, anything. They said it can be so minor. Just the littlest bit of information could help.
And to hear detectives speak so definitively, this was murder, and to still not have all the pieces to put it all together.
But in any of these kind of investigations, you have to have the body. And you could see, I mean, the video that we shot just recently shows how wooded and overgrown that is, so it's very difficult to get through that terrain and find evidence. I certainly hope that this interview that they're going to do yields something for them.
Absolutely. And just a quick note, if anyone does have information, they can give the Boone County Sheriff's Office a call. That number is 859-334-8496, and we'll put that on local12.com as well.
All right. Great work, Catherine. Thank you. It's